Hi, chat! I fucking knew it! I fucking knew it! I knew it was Kira who farted! I knew it was Kira who farted! I knew it! I fucking knew it! Anyways, hello! Greetings, chattels! It is I, Michael Smells _, also known as Gross Michael. Welcome in. Today I am going to be doing art while I watch funny movies in Discord with my mother widow. So it is also open up to anyone else who might want to come and hang out. I'm doing some Artfight prep. Artfight starts on July 1st. They just announced today that the teams will be announced on the 22nd, which is 5,000 years away. Great. So, that's based. It's actually good timing for this stream, all things considered. I will be having music playing while I'm doing the art. But we'll also be in Discord watching movies and reacting to it. So, you know, if I say some whack shit, it's probably because of the movie. I'm just saying. Just a quick word of warning: this VOD will randomly get muted, just simply because of the music in the background. I do keep all these VODs because they end up being very good streams, but like it's still like parts of the VOD are definitely going to get muted due to the music. So just like fair warning, if you're watching this in the future and it's randomly like I can't hear it, that's because the VOD got muted. And I can't do anything about that, sorry. Anyways, I'm here with Kira. Kira, I'm gonna go to the screen where you can speak. Oh wow! Say hi, Kira! Hi!
Oh my god, the Molder Oni is still there.
As he should be. That's literally just a picture of my dog. Don't be fucking rude. But it's Kira, my movie watching buddy, and we're gonna be watching movie. What are we watching today, Kira?
Today we are watching The Croods. That's at least what we're starting with.
The Croods. Okay, so I feel like I need to explain this movie decision. Like we didn't watch Arthur and the Invisibles 3 last time, but I feel like I need to explain The Croods specifically. So Kira and I have a list of movies that we're gonna watch together in the future, right? And we were like, should we watch something good or should we watch something bad? And we chose bad. And we were going to watch Woody Woodpecker Goes to Camp because that is the single worst thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. But as I was looking up the movie on non-disclosed streaming service, I saw The Croods, and it was the single funniest icon that they could have picked for that movie, and I started fucking dying because I was sleep deprived, and so we chose The Croods. That's pretty much what happened.
That's, yeah.
And Kira was like, I mean, we could watch that instead. I said, damn, guess we're watching The Croods. I think that The Croods are very funny.
So basically, you were just like, when are we watching The Croods? And I was like, I mean, we can do that today.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think I think Grug is very funny. I love caveman meme. I'm like 4 years old. Oh. Anyways, I forgot that was on screen. I forgot that was on screen. It's looking at me. I can see him from 3 different angles because you got him, you got the preview, and you got the actual application open on my computer. That's fucked up. Anyways, anyone could join in Discord if they want to join in the Discord. You won't be able to talk, but you will be able to watch the movie if you want to watch the movie. Otherwise, you have to listen to me and Kira have like reactions, because like we're like reaction tubers, man. We're reacting. Whoa, that was so gnarly, bro. Holy shit. Like that's the kind of streamers that we are. So, yeah. Otherwise, I'm gonna be drawing and doing some prep for Artfight. But before I do the prep for Artfight, I wanted to make a little list of the things that I want to get done for Artfight. Okay, want. Okay, we're using that kind of language here because need is a strong word, and I don't need to get anything done for Artfight, but you know? Glad you understand. Okay, Kira, hopefully this doesn't start playing the movie through OBS and I get murdered by, what is this, DreamWorks? And I get murdered by DreamWorks. I would never stream your movies illegally.
For a second, I forgot that I had Discord itself muted, like the
tab
volume thing. I was about to be like, I can't hear it.
I get it! It's a fucking 20th Century Fox intro. I sure hope you can hear it. Which, by the way, 20th Century Fox before was acquired by Disney's. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That feels like it was just yesterday, but also like when I was 4. What are we gonna get? Oh! We're gonna start with Volt Tackle. And yes, the music will be very quiet. Hopefully to avoid muting as much as possible, but probably not. That's not your name. That's not your name.
Her name's Eep.
Eep. That's like when Puppy Child goes eek in the chat. Okay, so what are the things that I want to get done for this? I think actually we're going to do a star for things that are
Hey, why is there a mammoth?
Why is there a mammoth? There's all these fantastical creatures. There's all these fantastical creatures, but then there's mammoths, and you're pissed about the mammoths.
I can at least understand the fantastical creatures as long as they're consistent, but we're not in the Pleistocene era right now.
So you're telling me that this takes place shortly before Ice Age? Is this in the Ice Age universe? This is DreamWorks, this isn't Blue Sky. When are we getting Ice Age babies? I recently told my sibling about Ice Age babies and was like, yeah, Ice Age babies has been like hinted at for years now, like since before Blue Sky was shut down years now. And
wait, hold on. I got a really funny answer to that. It started production on April 27th, 2022, and it's scheduled to probably release after 2024 on Disney Junior and Disney Plus.
Hey ladies, it's after 2024! I like that probably, because that means it could release before 2024, on 2024, and it could retroactively release and we find out that Ice Age Babies was real the whole time. Oh, hold on, wait.
Articles are like from 2022.
Hold on, wait a minute. Anyways, guess what? Happy New Year's sketchbook! Here's sketchbook! For drawing little moguses. There's little moguses on it. You see? There's a Steam Happy, and there's a Mogus, and there's a Cynthia, and there's a Springtrap, and there's a Gobbo, and there's stars. That's all the things I like. I should have drawn a bug because I like bugs. Okay, so this is just a list of things that are prioritized for Artfight that I'm doing right now. Which is going to be
I'm gonna look at the cast for this movie.
Yeah. Gonna look at the cast for this movie and then get upset. That's the cast that it is for this movie.
Yeah. Because we got Nicolas Cage, we got Emma Stone. I remembered Nicolas Cage. I vaguely remembered Emma Stone. I did not remember Ryan Reynolds was in this fucking movie.
Oh my god, you're right! Ryan Reynolds is in this movie! I think I learned that and got like
Chris
pissed.
Sanders.
What's going on?
Oh my god, look at them go.
Oh no! Wait! I have a gift for this! 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 Hold on, wait! Hold on, wait! It's a really productive art stream already. I put it in that chat. Okay.
POV like Michael fishing minigame compilation.
Just going that fast. Okay, so bug, casino, refs, and see, we have a lot of bugs for bug casino, right? So I wanna specify how many refs I need to do. I've already gotten one ref done, right? I've already gotten one ref done, and that has been Bugsies. I kind of would like to get these guys done. So the pit boss, the doorman, the slot attendant, the waitress, and the singer. I kind of want them to be prioritized. So what is that? 5? So that's kind of what I want to do. Is I really want to prioritize those guys. I love how this movie starts and they said it's gonna be overstimulation. You're gonna get overstimulated and then you're gonna clock out. I think that's what I did as a child. Because this is so much happening. Which, I mean, show don't tell medium. I appreciate it.
The animation is like actually good.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? Like this movie has weirdly aged really well, hasn't it?
Yeah, this is a 2013 movie.
Like, what the fuck?
Even still.
And that's because DreamWorks is like consistent. Was like consistent. And like consistently very good. And that's that okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Remaking How to Train Your Dragon is like remaking The Croods. I'm sorry. Can I say it? Can I say that? That's like kind of how it feels.
Oh my god, no, I saw the picture of like live action Stoic. It looks so bad. What makes it extra funny is when I first saw like some of the shots, I was like, you know, maybe this will be good like visually, but now I'm like, oh no.
Oh no, is it starting to look like visually bad? Because that was the one thing it had going for it, was that it looked visually really, really beautiful. It would just look like, so did the animated movies.
Just something about it. I think what really got me was when people were starting to kind of make comparisons between like the design choices of like animated and like live action Toothless. I was like, oh no. And then people started comparing it to a Geico commercial, and then it got really funny.
A Geico commercial? Toothless playlist tries to sell me car insurance? Okay, Bug Casino Refs is the first one. This is a very productive stream. This is a really productive stream, guys.
Also, I distinctly remember, even when I first watched this movie, not even recognizing it was Nick Cage, because he sounds a lot different from his, like, usual...
He does, because he's not doing his Nick Cage thing, for, like, the most part.
He's, like, actually acting.
Wow, I decided to add this song to this playlist just today, and God said, oh, you want to be outed immediately? You want to be outed with your funny little Springtrap song immediately? So, as for Bug Casino Refs, I do want to just, like, finalize the design, of basically the rest of this sheet. I have about, what is that? 3 to 4 more bugs I think I can fit in the top of here. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I didn't realize his name was actually Grug.
Yeah, it's Grug! It's Grug!
I didn't realize
it's
that
Grug Mondays!
Actually Grug.
It's Grug Mondays! Yeah! Grug Mondays. Grug days. So what is that, like 12? See, it's dark, and he likes it dark because Spider Noir reference.
I also forgot he was Spider Noir.
Yeah, you do. You always
I
forget.
need to look at his filmography for a second.
12.
I feel like...
I know.
I feel like you're like
9.
spontaneous, getting like all the good roles.
Okay, let's 12 final designs. Okay, we got my FNAF Sona. I'm just getting it out of the fucking way and just saying it because the song's on. So I might as fucking well tell you guys that I am making a FNAF Sona. I made one already, and I made them, and I drew them, and they are drawn in traditional, actually, and are real. They're like a real character that exists, and they're real, and I will not disclose anything about them on this recorded stream that's being recorded. I remade Vanny, okay? I realized accidentally that I remade Vanny, and I'm really pissed about it, okay? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm okay. I'm fine. Anyways, FNAF Soda Ref. Okay, that's good. And then I have
Ant Bully?
What?
He was in G-Force?
What?
I remember he was an Astro Boy.
What? What are you saying? Stop talking to me.
I'm talking about Nicolas Cage.
Okay. The Bug Casino Refs. Okay, I have a couple characters I need to redesign, for like Sherzies. So redesigns. Bugsy also technically already got a redesign. So there's Beetle, Juice, not related to Bug Casino, just is named Beetlejuice because he's based off of Beetlejuice. You've got, who else are you doing?
He was also in Teen Titans Go to the movies, by the way.
Why is he doing? He's probably plays himself in that movie. He probably plays himself in that movie, honestly.
He's playing Superman in that
What
movie.
is going on? What is going on?
people say that movie was like actually okay.
Yes. Especially that one
when
part.
we were watching Teen Titans go to the
especially when that guy was like, picture my booty up in 3D. That was my favorite part. I suddenly have never thought about designing any of my characters before. Chimes, who's a little purple cat. I've like never looked at any OC before. Bethany. Bethany might just get a new reference. Let's see. I think that's it. I think I'm happy with everyone else that I currently have. It's mostly getting Bug Casino settled because I like Nevermore's current ref. I like Clockwork's design. I like all of those guys. So I think that it would be perfectly fine if I settled there. And then as sort of just like a smaller bullet point down here, Toy House pages. But that's not something that's going to be worked on stream because I'm like gay and stupid. I'm gay and stupid. Okay. We understand, and the Croods boy is unrelated. He's unrelated, okay? He's unrelated to this to-do list, okay? But understood. Let's get to Bug Casino. So my question with Bug Casino is sort of been separating these out by like what like days I'm working on them. Via folders, just so I know who to prioritize first is the ones that I worked on first, you know? So okay. Oh, I do want to mention something. The carpenter bee that this little sous chef is, I have seen one of these before in real life. We had one and he hung around in our backyard for a while when we like first started our garden. Like a few years back, I think like during the pandemic. And it was super cool because it was like, what, he's so pretty, and I totally forgot about it until I brought it up to my mom, and my mom was like, oh yeah, no, we saw one of those one time. And I was like, oh my god, we did. And it was like, and we were like, it's a man in the wild. What are you doing out there? That's kind of what the entirety of the plot of the Croods is, isn't it? The man, and he's in the wild, and he looks like that. Face being scribbled out is crazy. But what should be my next bug, Kira? Or like next casino role? Like, what should it be?
My brain's small.
Okay, understood. I'm glad that I came to the stream really prepared. Well, I should have a spider. But what kind of spider?
That's a good question. You know, I'm not like familiar with spider breeds. I know Orb Weaver off the head.
Yeah, Orb Weaver is also the one that comes up in my mind. There's Orb Weaver, there's Wolf Spider. I was thinking a spider could be... Is Yellow Garden Spider. I was thinking a spider that could make I was thinking another dealer maybe, because we have one dealer in the form of Creme Brulee, but he's like a dealer, but like he's also the boss's like right hand man, and I want something else or someone else to fill the role of like a permanent dealer. Or like to play like a different like table, you know, because creme brulee is primarily poker and blackjack. Oh, I want someone who can run a craps table because I love Cuphead. But who would run? Oh! Oh my god! 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 There's literally okay, this is crazy. But I just remembered that there's a spider called a box kite spider. And this is gonna make sense. So, I want the designs of each of the characters to sort of reflect what they're going to be doing, right? And so I was like, oh, craps table would be really fun to like, because I don't want people to like overwrite, or I don't want multiple like main characters doing the same job, if that makes sense. So I wanted them to at least run another table. So I thought of craps, and then I thought of dice, and I was like, but how would I have the dice be reflected in the book? Now, arachnophobia warning, I am going to put a spider on the screen, okay? If you're scared of spiders, look away.
This is the bug stream.
This is the bug stream, but like this is specifically going to be a spider. I know people are weirder about spiders than bugs, okay? I sort of, hold on, let me make sure that I actually copied the image so that I don't paste the image of the crude guy, because otherwise I die. There we go.
Also, you have Ryan Reynolds also not sounding like Ryan Reynolds because he's also actually acting.
Look at this guy! Look at this bug!
Oh, that's such a fella.
Look at him!
He's so shaped.
And so see how shaped he is? So like imagine for a second, I kind of played off of the cubicularness of his back. What if I played on that a bit? I made him a little cubicular. And then he was like a little guy. And like there'd still be spikes. But played on the boxiness of it a little bit. And then like say I did like on his back. What does each side of a dice add up to?
6?
It's 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I always forgo it. And then I draw my dice as bad. But anyways, and like I made his back, like he's got the spots on his back, but what if I made those resemble like a dice, like magic dice cube? And then he had like little arms.
Hey Michael.
Yeah.
Do you think the Croods is like the antithesis of like Mitchell's versus the Machines?
That's crazy what you just said to me. That's like crazy. Like the antithesis?
It's not the antithesis, is it? They're pretty
I feel
similar,
like
actually.
I feel like the beta. The prototype.
The beta. It crawled.
The Croods crawled so that Mitchell's versus Machines could break into a mad fucking sprint.
We weren't ready for like numerous storylines about like generational trauma at the time.
We weren't.
Okay.
The fucking Croods guy.
Encanto hadn't been made yet. Encanto hadn't invented generational trauma.
Encanto invented generational trauma. I'm glad that you understand. I I want this guy to be I want this guy to be cubes. I want this guy to be a Minecraft spider.
Hell yeah.
Like, imagine for just a moment being a Minecraft spider. What do your eyeballs look like, guy? Kinda got.
I will say, Nick Cage caveman character is not nearly as like cringe-inducing as Dad from Mitchell versus the Machine.
Yeah, well, Grug? You can say Grug.
I don't want to say Grug.
Why don't you want to say Grug? Why are you anti-Grug?
It's funny you're calling him the Nick Cage caveman.
It's funny you're not calling him by his government-assigned name that he chose.
Government-assigned name. Is there a government in caveman times?
Is there a government in caveman times? That's definitely the Pleistocene era, yeah. No, I want your head to be smaller. I want your head to be Grug cave. I didn't hear the. I just thought they said the Grug cave.
Grug cave.
Grug cave.
Like, I'm just saying, this is not nearly as unreasonable of a father that we have seen in animated media.
There's also so many kinds of these guys, which I think is really funny that I picked these box kite spiders because I want you to know that they are a kind of orb weaver, and I think that that's really funny. I was like, I don't know if I want to do orb weaver. Those are easy, but here I am.
Yeah.
You guys remember when that guy was a was like a guy?
I love Ice Age 3.
I love Ice Age 3! I love Ice Age 3! Trying to figure out how I want to draw this guy. Cause like it's kind of hard to draw if you think about it. Cause like and like there's not very many good there's not very many like good pictures of like the underbelly, you know? But it almost looks like this guy's like a normal spider, and then he's just got like a pizza on his back, you know? Like it's not his full body, but he's just kind of got like whoa, whoa! This one's fucking legendary. Okay, again, I'm gonna put a spider on screen. Arachnophobia warning. What is this guy?
Oh my god. Why is he built like elastic?
Why would you say that about him? Why would you say that about him?
It's like the arms.
It's the arms and it's the colors. He built like Elastigirl. Yeah.
It's funny how for this movie they just chose to make like completely fictional animals instead of like choosing from an array of like prehistoric animals that existed.
You know, they're kind of brave for that they're more like cowards for that because they didn't want to get attacked in the future when we learned that it was all wrong, actually, and they misrepresented these animals severely, because that was the knowledge that we had at the time, kind of like Jurassic Parak. I blow my nose. Maybe I should draw him from a different angle.
Like you can tell they made that decision just so they didn't have to do like accuracy.
Yeah.
Because the cavemans themselves are probably not accurate anyway.
I mean, that's the question. They're cavemen, but what kind of cavemen are they? Because there were multiple species of hominids.
Yeah.
Back when it... Sorry, hold on. I need to do this to myself. Because of the fucking words I just said. Hold on. Where is it? There it is. Ah! Why didn't tits work? Oh, can I fish? I can fish. But tits didn't work.
Because I know, like, when I was doing a lot of, like, research on the Pleistocene era, there was, like, there was, like, a distinct species of, like, Neanderthal, or whichever it was.
What? Why are things not throwing? Why are things not throwing? Huh? Hey, Kira, can you redeem throw something at Taffy?
I sure can.
Why are you not working? People should be allowed to commit a violence. It worked all yesterday. What? Oh, because it just quite literally... It quite literally disconnected from my Twitch.
Whoops.
And now it's saying when I went to reconnect it, it's saying too many requests, try again later. I wonder if something's wrong on their end, you know? Hey,
Yeah, maybe.
I guess there's no throwing things at Taffy today. I can still be a nerd though. Oh, and she's got the book in front of her now. Ah! What have I done to my daughter?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be able to draw this spider. Everyone else has been so easy. But it's so difficult. And I was gonna have the spider be,
Why is he being, like, racist?
Why is he being, like, racist? This is, This is shit. What was it called? What was it called? The thing that the like fake method of science that was used that was like phrenology? I think it's phrenology? That's the one that's like not a real like field of science where it's like, yeah, different skull shapes and different cranium sizes correlate to like different like behavioral patterns and shit. And it's like that's not how it works. Yes. Yeah, it was phrenology. That's what just was occurred in this funny little family film about cavemen.
That's a 9-year-old?
That's
no
a
way.
9-year-old?
I guess to be fair, they probably don't know how to count. Math hasn't been invented yet.
That's a disgusting idea that there was a time where math wasn't invented. Like there was a time where they like didn't have to do math. They meaning God. Meaning
so
the
I've
people.
Located the species of humans that existed in the Pleistocene era that I was trying to look up.
Yeah.
Ever guess what one of them is called?
Homo erectus. No, that's us.
Yes.
That's like.
Is that just the meme? Is that the meme one?
It's not us. We're Homo sapien. But Homo erectus is were they before? I'm trying to check if they were before us or if they were adjacent of us.
You ever think how crazy it is that there was like different species of humans once upon a time?
Yeah, and then we just all
before
interbred.
Eventually coming to like us.
We all just like interbred and then the other ones died.
Yeah.
And we're the ones that just happen to dominate. This is I think
and then there were like actual Neanderthals in the Pleistocene as well.
Cause okay, hold on. Homo erectus. Okay, yeah, Homo erectus is us. That was just before us. That was actually specifically before the big split that we had. Where like we kind of split a bunch. That was before that. So we are Homo erectus. We're just also Homo sapien. You know how like that is. Like how birds are dinosaurs. But we're not cool.
You ever think about how this movie got a TV show?
Yeah, it got like an animated TV show because they were just doing whatever the fuck they wanted.
Yeah. It's really funny how he just really wants to kill this old lady.
You wanna think about what you just said? You wanna
No,
think about what you just said?
I think I. Right, no, I think I said exactly what I wanted to say. I'm so disappointed in myself. I'm looking at like the
Should
other
have her
actors
eyes
that
be
I
like
don't
this?
recognize, and I misread Lebanese descent as lesbian.
Lesbian descent during Pride Month? Happy Pride, guys. Love wins. I don't want you to have little eyes like that. You kind of look creepy. You look a little freaky. I kind of love it. I'm like struggling to draw this fucking spider, dude.
The person that voices the mom was in Where the Wild Things Are.
That's not a real movie. That's not a real movie that happened.
She was also the mom in Where the Wild Thing. Oh, what the fuck? She was the main antagonist in Incredibles 2.
That's really funny.
That's really funny. What's she doing there? What is she doing here?
Why'd they make the child into a dog? That weirds me out.
I want to be that child.
You okay? You kidding?
Not kidding. I just want to
I'm
be
not
feral.
kidding. Like, why are your legs so creepy? Why are you creepy? Scorpion! Oh, I should add a scorpion in Bug Casino. Who should run the roulette? The roulette? Because I need someone to run roulette, right? You have bug for dinner.
You have bug for dinner.
You have bug for dinner.
Plenty of bug.
Plenty of bug. That's what I say to my
Don't
moderators.
be so fucking greedy.
When I'm trying to give them their protein requirements. Solely through crickets and mealworms. That's how I feed you guys.
Oh my gosh, the voice of the grandmother was in My Little Pony the movie, but specifically the one from the 80s that I used to watch all
That's
the
so
fucking time.
funny. That's so funny.
Danny DeVito was in that movie?
Yeah. Isn't Danny DeVito... for some reason I want to say Danny DeVito was Spike, but he wasn't Spike. He was like... the main...
Grundle King. That sounds like a very Danny DeVito character.
Grundle King! Wow! That's the main antagonist? Or just like a guy? I've never seen that one before, so I couldn't actually answer.
I think he was just a guy. Watching that one.
Spike was someone weird, I'm pretty sure, back then. But it might be the fact that Spike was, I think, another pony in G4. and also another pony in G3. So no, it wouldn't be that far back. And I don't think, because if it was 80s, that would be like G1. And I don't. Yeah, I know more about G3 and 4.
Also, Rhea Perlman was also in that one, which I think is really funny. When
going on?
Danny DeVito and her keep appearing in the same thing. I mean, they were quite literally married.
Do you guys remember that one movie that Danny DeVito was in with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where it was Mpreg?
Be normal.
Did I be normal? I didn't make the fucking movie!
Can you rock the fuck in?
I didn't make the fucking movie, guys! That's not my fault! I didn't make the movie. I didn't make the movie.
The guy that voiced Spike in that movie, it says that he voiced the big heads on Rocco's Modern Life.
Oh! You know what? I did also know that. I think I did also know that. Weirdly enough. It's funny that MLP is being brought up. I keep being like, God, I should rewatch G4, and then I remember that, like, I don't hate myself that much.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm going, sorry, Sin, Tits isn't working right now. You can't throw things at me. I'm so sorry. I think I might be able to refund you. But it's not working right now. Yeah, it's like not connecting to Twitch. I think there's a problem on their end. Okay. Wait, what? Why did... Oh, because that's not Tits. That's VTube Studio. But anyways, yeah, I keep thinking about how much, like, I do really want to watch MLP again, specifically Friendship is Magic, but it's one of those things, I have a very similar relationship with that one as I do with, like, Steven Universe, where, like, I'm really afraid I'm going to watch it, I'm not going to like it, and it's going to, like, ruin it for me, and I'm going to be really sad if that's the case.
I do have it on my list. I do have it on my list, because I never finished it. I think the last season I watched was, like, season 3.
I watched, I started watching it pretty consistently until they added, they like changed it up, and they like changed who the main 6 were, and they made the friendship school, because I thought that was the dumbest thing in the world. Not the change in main 6, weirdly enough, because I thought that they picked very interesting characters to follow, but I thought the friendship school plotline was boring, and it stuck with something that I think was a long-running problem of that series, which is quite unfortunately the fact that its primary audience was like grown-ass men, so they had to like cater to the grown-ass men, unfortunately, and sometimes that's not the best idea. Like, unfortunately. So a lot of their like later seasons that I at least saw had a lot of like fan servicey, like background pony content that I just did not think was like interesting or in the spirit of the show. That's like one of those things where like that should be left in fandom because that's the fandom's thing. The second it becomes, it's like one of those, it's like your dad like using like Gen Z lingo, right? It's like you're doing it now, it's no longer cool. That's kind of how I felt about it. Like the novelty of it. The only episode I feel like where that worked was the one episode where it was literally every single background pony, like they were getting ready for like a party or something. And that was like the first episode that did that.
This man's about to die.
Yeah, no, he's fine. I'm talking about my horses. spider. Or, craps. Box spider craps! Box spider craps! Also, hi, Sin. I didn't get to, like, proper say hi to you, but hello! Hello! I'm getting bugs! Nick Cage crash out.
That was just like on that dick.
Okay, there's box spider. Who should run? Is there? This is a weird question. Is there a bug that spins?
I don't know.
Like, there's gotta be a bug that spins.
Also, POV, this is me going to my green bin and not bothering to put shoes on to go out.
That's so real. Me on the, like, 120-degree asphalt going across the street with with no shoes on because the ice cream man is there.
Mm-hmm.
We've been getting some rare ice cream truck pulls lately, by the way, guys. We've been getting some rare ice cream truck pulls where I live. Like, we're getting ice cream trucks that I've never seen before, and it's freaking me out. I don't know if there's more ice cream trucks now because we've got more, like, parks that have opened up around here, or, like, what. But we, like, had one that was playing, like backrooms music, and that's the best way I can describe it based off of the fidelity of the music and the way it was playing, and, like, it was swapping through songs really fast. It felt like it was trying to lure me. It was scary. And then there was another one that was, like, a normal ice cream truck, but I've never seen or heard it before. And, like, I'm telling you, we have 3 to 4 ice cream trucks regularly. Seeing others is scary. What were you saying, Kira? I'm so sorry. I, like, completely cut you off. I was thinking about ice cream trucks.
The funny thing about my frequent green bin trip is there's, like, a nail that's been on the ground for, like, ever.
Hmm?
Neither of us have picked it up.
Just pick it up.
I still walk in that general direction with my bare feet.
Just say, please don't get tetanus. That's crazy. This is slander against the other, like, hominid species. They were all very smart with their own forms of culture, and I'm tired of them being treated like simple cavemen. Okay? They were our family. I'm sorry. I was gonna say Ohana means family, but clearly Ohana doesn't mean shit anymore. I'm sorry. I'm okay.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie. One of my suggestions was that.
I couldn't.
But I don't think I think that would have required hyper beam.
I don't think I could have taken that, like, mentally, mentally. I gotta look up bugs that spin. Bug that spins.
Hey, he's like hitting animals now.
No, not spin silk. Google AI overview. You're bad and you suck. Oh, there's click beetles. There's whirligig beetles. Oh yeah, there's water bugs. Oh my god, I can do water bugs.
You ever just like stand in the rain and just like enjoy it?
Yes.
You ever feel the rain on your skin because no one else can feel it for you?
I don't like you.
Dead. He died. He died standing up.
Oh god. You know what? The thing about the spider that I drew, I want him to be smaller. I drew him very large. I don't want him to be that large. I want him to be smaller. You guys remember when Nick Cage was Ghost Rider in that hit movie Ghost Rider?
When are we watching those?
Can't do this. You can't do this to me.
That is on our list now, by the way.
What? Did you add it?
I added that a while ago.
Expeditiously? Yeah? Oh, you're right. I did see that, and I said, yeah, this tracks. That's something that you would add to the list. I'm Gungry.
Also Gungry?
I love when the Ryan Reynolds, like, fully comes out of his voice. Like, it's not super noticeable, but then every so often it's like, whoa, Ryan Reynolds, what are you doing here?
Mm-hmm.
And,
it's
like,
just crazy, like, both him and Nick Cage are not, like, playing themselves here.
Yeah, they're not.
And so it's like...
And that's usually what they're doing. Which is actually very funny that we bring that up, because I have a comment to make about the playing themselves in like Go Pro Baby! I have a comment about playing like yourself as like an actor. I think that it clearly works, right? Like, it clearly, like, that is a tactic that an actor can use, and I don't think that is a bad thing. It's just the concern comes when they're playing themselves, and it's not a character who would behave like themselves. Like, I know people complain about the, like, Ryan Reynolds, like, Deadpool thing, because Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool did kind of, like, catalyze that, but I think that Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool is like a perfect casting choice. Like, I think that is a perfect casting choice, because Ryan Reynolds doesn't really have to act to be Deadpool. He can just be Deadpool. And like but the issue is that there are some actors who are very much, they can't actually act. And so they need.
Rock. It's okay.
Yes.
Where you can also say Gal Gadot. That's also okay.
Where it's like, there are most likely roles for both of those people, especially The Rock, where it's like, yo, yeah, you fit perfectly in that role, despite being unable to act, because the character that you are playing is just you. You know, like in that instance. But no one understands that anymore. My favorite thing is the submitting fucking auditions through TikTok now. That's great. That's great, and that's really fun, and I love it. Hey guys, can we send my audition for the new voice of Paimon to Hoyoverse, please? I know I won't get paid, but I'll still do it. I'll be a scab. It'll be fine. No one will cancel me. Hey, voice actors.
As soon as you're talking about, like, I don't want to, like, get on the topic of Gal Gadot too much, because I really don't care about her. But, like, I was watching an entire video essay talking
Oh no,
about
I
how
don't want to
she's
look
like
up this
not...
bug. I don't want to look. Ah! 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 Why do its eyes look like that? Why does its eyes look like that? Oh! Oh! It's got eggs on it! Ah! Ah! Sorry. I'm okay. Oh god! Oh god! Oh, I'm gonna throw up! I'm gonna throw up! I'm gonna throw up! I'm gonna throw up! Oh my god! I'm okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really like bugs. But there are certain bugs that I don't like. And that's centipedes and giant water bugs. I'm like nauseous. I'm like sick to my stomach. Oh, my back itches. Why do they hold their eggs like that? Now I suffer the curse and now I am blind. I'm sorry, what were we saying? We were having conversations with Gal Gadot. What? I'm okay.
I was just saying, there was like a video essay
I don't want to draw this one. I don't want to draw this one. Why is its eyes so big? This thing is repulsive. Continue? No, continue. Talk over me. It's fine. I don't know if I can draw this one. Kira, say the thing you're gonna say. I won't interrupt you again. I'll be completely silent. Look.
I was just trying to lead up to her Kal-El no delivery.
There's such. I just think that they're very like good at the movies that they.
The other thing I was going to get at was the whole video essay was basically roasting her, because like they were like, yeah, she's not really an actress, she's more of like a presence.
Yeah, no, like right though. That's not a good thing for her though, unfortunately. Like, why do you got them big fucking eyes?
I don't even know where we're at in this movie.
That's where we are.
No, like not like time-wise. I mean like journey-wise. Like,
yeah, don't you?
Are we right now?
Don't you see the Croods? I'm glad that we're having the same experience of this movie that I had when I first watched it. And that makes me very happy. A stupid song, so I could ponder the sanity of your mother. Like, do I want to give you just little demon eyes? Can I make you cute? Oh, he kind of looks gleeby. He kind of looks gleeby. Giant water bug kind of looks gleeby. I don't want to look at the image again. Oh, why does it look like that? I don't know why this thing fills me with such fucking despair. Like, this is the bug of despair and agony. You guys might be like, Michael, why are you doing like a whole like world based off of like bugs and creepy qualities if you can't tolerate them? And I'm like, I can tolerate them as long as they're not touching me, except if it's a giant water bug or a centipede. Okay, but clearly I can tolerate a centipede more than a giant water bug because this is a visceral fucking reaction. I feel sick looking at this.
I love
this
Kipo.
I love Kipo. This is like that one part in Kipo.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say. I was gonna say it, but I can't because I think everyone should watch that show. And if they don't watch that show, then they hate me.
Also on my list of things to rewatch, even though I only watched it like what was that, like March?
Yeah.
You're hurting his feelings.
That's the driving force. She says if he had an idea of his own, she'd have a
That's
heart
like
attack and die.
That's been the driving force for every decision he's made in this movie. Is just the hope that his mother-in-law fucking keels over and fucking dies.
That's crazy.
Authentic Nick Cage, by the way.
A rug rhymes with grug? Grug? Okay, I like to imagine that this guy that I'm drawing runs a roulette table, and instead of being normal about it, he takes his little pincers and he reaches out to the roulette wheel and he spins it with his little pincers. I'm gonna vomit. That's disgusting and despicable and abhorrent. By the way, hold on. I have to look up giant water bug again. Because I'm noticing something about this reference image that I'm using, and I don't like it. Okay, no, they're just hidden. They're just hidden. Oh, you probably fold... What? Hey! Oh, I don't like how it looks with its eggs on its back. Ah! Wait, no. Are they just tucked away? Homie, where are its other pair of legs? These are not its legs! These are not its legs! These are its legs. Those are its legs. Those are its legs. Those are not its... Oh, I'm gonna throw up! I'm gonna throw up! These are legs! These are legs!
I love
popular food?
Hi, Stubby!
In parts of Asia? Hi, Strawberry! Yeah, well, I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair that they would be a popular food. They're very large. They would be like a great food source, actually, unironically. Hold on. Oh my god, they're literally their front appendages. They're their front appendages. Disgusting. Hi, Strawberry. Big words anger me, keep talking. The only things that these guys have going for them is that they got like feathers on their legs. Cause you know, they're water bugs and they swim and shit. I'm thinking about the egg pictures and I'm vomiting. So what did you have 6 days to do? Oh, yeah, when I said in the chat that you have 7 days. Yeah. To live. Something about an emotional scene with Ryan Reynolds and Nicolas Cage as like cave people is freaking me out.
It's certainly a choice.
Like, it's freaking me out. I'm disgusted right now.
I love this backstory. My parents drowned to death in tar.
They did? I'm so sorry to hear that, Kira. I'm gonna die. Not in
Can
tar.
I say, like, unironically, out of all the character designs, I do think Grug's is the best.
Yeah, because he's Grug. Grug supremacy.
Grug.
I'm not going to cause you any harm, Strawberry. I'm just saying that, like, what happened? What was the conversation we had in the Discord? Because I don't even remember. I've, like, talked about Grounded. Oh, because you, like, threatened me. You were like, go to bed? Yeah. You have 7 days. You have 6 days. Oh, that's gross. They're not. I'm so pissed right now that I've discovered that those are, in fact, arms and not. Like, imagine being the most disgusting bug on the fucking planet. And again, I love Bug. I love Bug. There's just a couple that just, like, really get under my skin. And this one... This one's one of them. This one's one of them so much that I will not be putting an example image on screen. If you want to, like, be horrified for your life, look up giant water bug. I'm not going to kill you because you asked me to sleep. I'm just saying that you have 6 days to live, okay? There's a difference. Like, this is the most repulsive, wretched beast.
I like how tar is just elastic in their world.
In their world, no, this is a retelling of real life events.
Right? Just like Ice Age is also based on true events.
Yeah. I'm gonna give him hands on the end of his
Ice
little
Age.
fucking... Including Ice Age babies?
Yeah. I was gonna say Ice Age 5, but like, yeah.
What's gonna happen to you, Strawberry? I don't know. I just know that you have 6 days. I'm not a prophet or anything. I'm not Jesus. I'm dying. I'll be back.
I just realized they gave Guy, like, genes. They gave this man prehistoric genes. Like, Jeans.
We all have prehistoric genes if you think about it, because that's how genes work. Also, we there's like
specified what type of
and
genes
there's
I'm talking
Neanderthal genes as well.
Explicitly
and
took
those
the
are
time
definitely
to spell it out so that
prehistoric.
there was no confusion as to what type of genes I was talking
I wasn't confused, and then you spell it out, and I decided to be an asshole. this is the worst guy, but he's a little gleeby, and since he's a little gleeby, I can't be that mad at him because he's a little gleeby. He's like a little gleeby.
I definitely need to grab some food real quick after this.
You know, I'm hungry.
After this movie. Yeah.
I haven't eaten today because I stayed up until like 7, 8 a.m. and then I slept and then it was 2 and then I took a shower and now I'm here. So.
Yeah.
Also, are you guys watching The Croods? How did you know?
For like the past hour.
How did you know we were watching The Croods? Was it my Grug speak? Was it because we were talking about Grug?
You know, isn't it crazy how they kind of played up Eep to be like the main character, but this is the Grug show, actually?
This is the Grug show. How do you... I don't know that.
He's like, I'm ready to kill my family.
The Grug movie.
The Grug movie.
The Groovy.
Just don't you love it when that happens in media?
Yeah, where
it's
just
like,
ah,
yeah,
I'm looking at the bug again. Sorry.
I thought this person was supposed to be the main character, but no, it's like the X-character show. And sometimes that's a good thing, and other times it's a really bad.
This is like an emotional scene, but he's like throwing his family.
Yeah. It's like I said at the beginning, he's ready to kill his family.
Grug.
Imagine if he did just like die here.
Grug can't die because Grug is Grug, and Grug is stronger than Grug. And he's Grug-tastic. He didn't even kill his mother-in-law. That's character
Imagine
growth.
if he fumbled the throw for her on purpose.
Imagine if he fumbled the throw for her on purpose. A Grug.
Because you like in the middle of an emotional scene, they're hugging each other and just like, oh, what do you call this?
The Grug.
A Grug.
The Grug. Looking
I
dapper,
forgot
Mr.
about
Bug.
this moment up until it like started happening. I was like, oh yeah, he invented hugs.
It would be like a little cringe failed dad to invent hugs. Like a lovable little cringe fail father to invent hugs. It would also be a lovable little cringe father to be named Grug. I don't think you guys know about Grug. Also, looking dapper, Mr. Bug, don't let him fool you. He's disgusting. He's rancid and repulsive. It's been an hour and a half and I've only drawn 2 bugs. Ah! Good thing I never have to look up a reference image for this guy, because since he's a giant water bug, he's brown. You like the little one? Which one? They're all little. Strawberry, they're all little because they're bugs. And bugs are famously little. They're like typically very little. You know? Second one from the top. Right, oh, this guy? Thank you, that's he's a carpenter bee and that's his wasp wife. Thank you very much for noticing.
Rug's so sad. I really like how the eyes look in this movie.
Stop staring at me with them big ol' eyes.
Like, they're just so reflective. Again, like, the animation in this movie is, like, actually really good. How did it end up here? I think very genuinely, if this was not like a family film and like a DreamWorks film and it ended like right there, I'd be fine with that. Like, is that fucked up to say?
No, that's not fucked up. Sometimes it's good when a character dies. Sometimes death is good.
I thought like that he died, like just on the shot like of him, his drawing with his, like of him and his family that he did.
The implication is that he died though, still, and I think that's.
I mean, the implication definitely would be that he died alone.
Yay!
Eventually.
Me too. Me too, guy.
I mean, he is like trapped down here right now, huh? I just realized he's got like veins in his neck.
Yeah, most people do when they're people.
They don't usually animate it though.
You don't have veins in your neck?
This is me trying to think.
That's me when I get bored on my cruise ship for a couple hours.
Don't, you can't say that on Twitch. You can't say that on Twitch. There's a reason why I discussed that before we started streaming.
Imagine they won a movie without him and then he came back harder from his life alone. And then he became Omega Grug.
Omega Grug unlocked a new form.
How do I put a mosquito?
Like a crude's MMO would look like.
That's crazy. That's wild. That's like wild. That makes more sense than the Rango MMO.
There's a Rango MMO?
Yes, it's Lost Media.
Oh,
It's like super
oh,
lost media.
Shit, dude. Oh fuck. He's so smart. His brain is so massive.
His brain is
He's got a brain.
huge. He got a brain. It developed. It grew 3 sizes that day. Instead of the Grinch, it's the Grugs.
The grog.
The Grunch. The Grug. Fuck! I can't make that work.
He's so real for this. Like, genuinely, this is how people get, like, during floods and shit. They see all these, like, animals around, and they're like, oh my god, I gotta save
like,
every
oh,
single
free
one
children!
of them. That's not, like, derogatory, by the way.
Free children?! That's crazy!
He's about to die a fiery death. Now imagine if they ended it here instead.
Y'all know about mosquitoes? What if the mosquito was in a little suit?
Hell yeah.
What if Grug died?
The only thing with like the way that these character designs are is they're kind of lacking a bit in a forehead.
Yeah,
It's making the hairline look really weird.
Have you seen like Neanderthals?
In person, no. Never met one.
Fringe fail?
Guess they do kind of have like flat foreheads, don't they?
Yeah. They got the pronounced brow, and they've got the like sort of like sloped, more like sloped head.
Okay, you know what? That's fair. Sorry for imposing like my modern human
yeah
beauty standards on Neanderthals. Do you think they use sound clips from this movie for like Nick Cage Dead by Daylight?
No, he re-recorded all of his lines because he really, really liked Sadako. He thought Sadako was super cool. That's not even a joke. He said, yo, you got Sadako
awesome.
in the game? I think she's super cool. That's like my good friend Sadako.
I like how they've just gained familiars now.
Yeah? They then they strangled her and she died and Grug's skull was
I also thought they were like about to choke her out for a second. Like, Jesus Christ. You should start running, like, on the back of the kitty, like, Wolfwalker style.
We've evolved. Um.
She's like cooing like a normal baby now.
She became a normal baby! I guess that's realistic. I guess all babies go through they barking like they a dog phase.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't follow a single second of that entire movie, and I think that that's how it should be. I think that's how it should be. I think that having no memory of the Croods is my favorite part of the Croods. And it's not like the Croods is bad. I just think that that is like the peak. That's like the best way to experience the film.
It's not really like a very profound movie.
Yeah, it's quite. It's like a good movie. It's like solid, but it's not doing anything. It's not like doing anything. It's just kind of the movie that it is. Bye, Strawberry. No, Strawberry. You're okay. You won't be dead soon. I promise. You'll be alive forever. You're actually going to live until the heat death of the universe. Like Fox Mulder. Wasn't there a second Croods? Was that good? Did anyone watch that? Is that also just some? I said, wasn't there a second Croods? Did anyone watch that? Was that like good at all?
Oh yeah, no, there's a second one. I've never seen the second one.
Just again, like this movie is like it's a
you released
solid.
That in 2020.
It's like a solid, fine movie, but like it's not anything particularly special. And I just think that that's really funny. It's just funny because it's Grug, and it's got Grugs in it. I gotta take the alien stage off this playlist. I have to take the alien stage off this playlist, guys. I have to. It can't keep being on this playlist. Every single time that it's on this playlist, it comes on and I start shitting my pants.
Mhm.
That's fucking crazy. And then I like how the next movie it recommended was like, hey, you wanna watch The Wild Robot? You wanna watch a actually fucking amazing movie? Yes.
You know what's
Every
so
day of my
crazy
life.
that I learned the other day?
What?
As I made my periodic YMS rounds.
Yeah?
He did not like that movie, apparently. Like, really did not like that movie.
What?
I didn't see, like, his actual review of it, but, like, judging by when I was watching his, like, 2025 Oscars reactions, he did not fucking like that movie.
What is going on with that man? Does he just not like joy and whimsy? He hates adopted children. YMS hates orphans. I think is what that I'm taking away from that. I think that's my extrapolation, is that YMS hates orphans. I think that's what I'm taking away from this. Cause what the fuck do you mean you didn't like The Wild Robot? The Wild Robot's weird because it's very, I will say, it's very long, and it feels almost like two movies. It feels almost like it has an entire plot line and then an entire separate plot line. Because it follows basically the plot line of one character through to its finish, and then it follows the plot line of another character through to its finish. So I will say in terms of like how it's presented, it's a little strange. It's not bad. It's not bad.
I'll have to see if I find like his review. I don't usually like. It's funny. I don't like listening to his reviews too much these days because of he has some opinions. I don't think this movie hated movies.
Kira, hold on. Everything you just said was like reversed and like sped up and clipping and like different voice clips are playing at the wrong time. What? What did you say?
I'm not repeating everything.
You
No,
said,
I'm not repeating all
said
that.
You don't usually watch his reviews because of some of the opinions he's had, and that's all I got out of that.
I dislike animated movies.
Again, you're still fucked up, but I'm assuming that you said you think he just dislikes animated movies.
Yes.
Which is crazy. And so anti-Michael Smellscore. Because I love animation. I love animation. Okay, I've made Debt Collector and it's a mosquito. There's probably gonna be multiple mosquito debt collectors. I wanted to make one that was like male though, because male mosquitoes aren't the ones that suck blood. And I think that's funny to have like, you know, a blood-sucking debt collector. But it's not.
I at least one lucky movie, sorry.
Kira, you're gone. You're gone. Your mic isn't working. I'm sorry. I hate to tell you this. Nothing that you're saying is coming through because you said something I think about B-movie. Wait, are you referencing that? Fuck you! I got retroactively mad because got killed. They got killed! They got killed! They're gone! Kira! Kira! Kira!
Hello?
Hello!
Am I normal?
Yeah, you're you say a longer sentence.
Hello, I am saying a longer sentence.
Okay, yeah, you're normal.
Yeah, I was scene at the end of the B movie where he's like, I was already a bloodsucker, all I needed was a briefcase.
Yeah. And then I got pissed at you. That you would, cause all I heard.
Chris Rock mosquito?
I think it was Chris Rock mosquito. All I know is that the only thing that I heard was B-movie, and I was like, what does that have to do with anything? And then I realized I got really pissed that you would dare say that.
And then I left.
And then you left. And it almost seemed like I killed you. It almost seemed like I smited you. I didn't though. I'm so hungry and I don't know what I should eat. Hero, what should I eat? What should I eat, Kira? Kira!
I don't know. Talking!
Oh no! Oh no! I just heard talking! I think why? Why do you not have rights?
I'm trying to speak! What's happening?
Why do you not have rights, dude? I hate to tell you this, you're not allowed to, like, be alive right now. Sorry. I'm so hungry. I
don't know what's going on.
I'm so hungry. Hey. Char? Char, am I cooked? Char, am I cooked? Char, am I cooked? More alien stage, by the way. I'm always like, I'm so hungry, and then like I look at food, I'm like, I've never wanted to eat food before in my life. And it's like a problem. And I think I have a problem. That's not even like I think I have a problem. I think I just speak to my therapist about it. I could get sushi. Could get sushi.
2 would be good.
It would be good. Or I'm
gonna go get myself a wrap.
Yeah, yeah. Here, let me zoom in here and do like a little like food break. There's food break. Okay. I could get Korean, or I could get like a sandwich, or like a burger, like a burger. You guys ever have a burger before? Or like a fried chicken? Hold on, wait, Taffy's not drawing right now. Bop! Honestly, best right. Hold on, I gotta go ask my parents something. Hold on, wait, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. My I had to go ask my mom something, and then she had to ask me something, and my dog came into my room for some reason, and I don't know why he does that, because he's usually hanging out with my mom during the daytime, and so yeah, it was really funny, because I had to be like, Mulder, you're gonna be upset that you're in my room in about 2 seconds. Okay. Who else could I add to Bug Casino? I feel like I got like most of the like most of who I like want done, but I'm not quite sure. Ah! You scared me. I was just like thinking about like what I want for Bug Casino, because I feel like I'm pretty happy with everyone. But I don't quite know. You have any ideas of Bug Casino, of like other jobs that I could have, or other bugs I could have, or other casino I could have? The only thing that's not here is the koi fish, because the koi fish is gonna be a whole separate thing. But there is gonna be a koi fish, because they gotta be feeded to the fishies. It's a bit. Okay. Do we want to watch that other bad movie?
Yeah.
I don't wanna. The first one isn't even on. We could watch like a good movie. Watch like a good movie. Like there's good movies right here. There's like at least 2 good movies right here. 3, 4.
I see the Garfield movie
5.
there.
I don't have an opinion on the Garfield movie, so I'm counting that as bad. Isn't it fine though? Is it like
what? No, it wasn't
really
bad.
Fine movie? Isn't it like a good movie? I haven't seen it!
Listen, to be fair, The Croods wasn't like a bad movie either.
That's true. That's true. There's an ad in a minute.
I
haven't been calling out ad breaks, I'm sorry. I don't wanna... I don't... Why is it longer than The Croods? I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this. Why was this even on the list? Why was this on the list, Kira?
On the list. It was all your idea.
Do you remember the image of him having a relationship with that pizza?
Yeah, it's still on our list.
We got a point.
Like it's still physically on the document.
Yeah, you just had to page break it so it wouldn't come up when you were looking at it in public again.
Yeah, cause you literally posted it while I was like at like a minor league basketball tournament, and I was sitting in the stands, and I.
It's a children's movie! Why was that the image that they used to advertise it on Netflix? Because it honestly looks like he's having sex with a pizza! It's a family film!
Crazy thing to say out of context.
I fucking hate it here. I fucking hate it here. Anyways, I guess we watch Woody Woodpecker. That's what the ladies call my peanuts.
Just let you sit with that one for a minute.
Kira, don't leave me here! Kira! Kira! I. Why did they make him that ugly? Why did they make him that ugly? I wonder if the editing in this movie is gonna be better. Because one of the worst things about the other movie, besides literally every single part of it, especially the part where there were children in cages, was like the post-production zoom. The post-production zoom on an animated character. You don't need to do that.
Oh, this is so good. This character right here.
Yeah, this is a perfectly fine character to have in your film.
This dude got so typecast.
Yeah. We just have Brazil to blame for this, because Brazil fucking loves Woody Woodpecker.
You know, we had a woodpecker put a hole through one of like our electric poles.
We had, sorry, hold on, I'm gonna pause this. Shut up. We had a woodpecker, fun fact, we had a woodpecker pecking into like the roof of our house. It was like right where the roof like met the like wall of the outside of our house, that like little nook, for weeks to months. Like, it was a long period of time. And because of where me and my siblings' rooms were, we could hear it all the time. And at some point we just were like, that's our father who's doing that. We don't know why. We thought maybe he was like working on like a project or something, because it sounded like gentle hammering, right? And we couldn't place where it was coming from. So we just assumed that it was our father. My father. Flash forward to one day where my dad he comes out of his room and he's like, what the fuck is that noise? And we were both like, we thought it was you. And we go outside and there's a fucking woodpecker just up there, just pecking. Just pecking.
What's it doing up
and
there?
the thing is that it hadn't
That's
made
not a
any
good
fucking
place to be putting eggs.
It hadn't made any fucking progress, because it had been doing this for God knows how long, and there's like no there's not like anything noticeable up there. So I don't know why he was doing it. Maybe the best thing that I can imagine is that maybe there was like a wasp nest or something up there. There was like, or like some kind of like bug nest or something, and it was trying to get to that. Anyways, the only way that we were able to deter it from coming back was spraying it with a hose every time it came. Because like, it had no fear. It like was not afraid of us. We could go and we could dance around under it and it did not care. We had to spray it with a hose, otherwise it would not leave us alone. And it was like, I'm so fucking sorry. And he came back several times. He was like, I want to fucking live here. And we were like, dude, you can't. We live across from a park. There's so many wood over there. There's so many wood. Go get that wood. Not our wood, okay? Wood.
That's
Anyways,
really funny.
you said you had a woodpecker pecking a what? Your electrical poles?
Yeah, one of the poles. Like, so we got the telephone poles, electric poles, whatever. The poles that have the wires right in front of our house.
That's crazy.
Like, so one of our neighbors, like one of the poles, like literally right in front of our neighbors, he had told us, he was like, yeah, a woodpecker fucking put a hole in that and has like a nest there.
That's just where he living. Yes, can a man not have
Why
a place
are
where he
woodpeckers
lives?
like this?
Can a man not live in a home?
No, we're evicting him.
Wow! I didn't know you were a landlord. I still haven't listened to the newest Project Voltage song. There's a couple that I've missed, but I think it's the newest still. The one that released on April Fools, with Teto, when they added Teto. I love that one. Oh, he's outside my home. They're closing in on my location rapidly with my food. That was very fast. Anyways, we can continue the shit movie. This will be a movie I'll unfortunately probably have to pause because it will be so overstimulating that like I'll start dying.
You're gonna make it take like 3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did you manage to make him look more racist than he already did?
Yeah, I'm glad that you said it because I wasn't gonna say it.
That's not just me, right? I love that we've been having that the last couple movies where it's like, I didn't want to be the one to say it first.
We keep trading. We keep trading the I didn't want to be the one to say it first.
This one felt like a safer bet to comment on.
Again, this is Brazil's fault. I hope that we understand that this is Brazil's fault. Like, personally. What is that? What was that? What was that? What was that he did with his body? What was that he did with his body?
Was that one fucking, like, stretchable Mickey toy?
I need to show this to stream. I need to show this to stream. This can't be real. This can't be real. This can't. What did they do?
This is what they decided this was like a good shot. They're like, yeah, this is some good slapstick.
I feel like even I was gonna say like maybe this is just something that doesn't translate into 3D very well. No, in 2D this wouldn't work either.
They would have done something a little bit more clever if it was 2D.
That's crazy.
Why does the K on his door look like the fucking like Boston Pizza font?
That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna close some tabs, guys. So it's gonna pop images of bugs on the screen. There is going to be a spider. Or spiders, plural.
And so, the Wilhelm scream. We already got the
Wilhelm scream?
It can only go downhill from here.
Fucking crude guy. I'm gonna add color to this because we need to color that. Are there gonna be any of the same characters from last time? I'm realizing that. Wow, that was really poorly animated interaction with a real human being.
Mm-hmm.
What size do I usually make my reference images? I don't know. Like the size of my Pinot, probably.
I like that this is just the conversation had at the beginning of Sonic 2. Better featuring a woodland creature CGI character.
So you're telling me that Woody Woodpecker is Sonic the Hedgehog? Who's Shadow the Hedgehog in the Woody Woodpecker universe?
I don't know enough about Woody Woodpecker to make an educated joke about that.
Are there other characters in Woody Woodpecker? Again, I'm not like Brazilian. Again, the only place that like likes Woody Woodpecker. The entirety of Brazil! I'm telling you! They fucking love him down there! That's my like favorite thing it's like when like this the like Sanrio popularity contest has really like opened my eyes to this, and it's just like the sheer popularity of just the things that are the most random to like, especially like Americans, where it's like I've never thought about that. I'm so sad he didn't get hit by a car. But like I just love it because it's just like you see just so many pieces of media that maybe like you've heard of in the US, if that, and then you look overseas and it's like, oh, this is like their main form of pop culture. Like this is the thing that they enjoy the most. And it's like, and my question is always like, why? Like what occurred, you know? Cuz like something had to have occurred most likely. Right?
That's definitely a character, that penguin that exists.
That was definitely a character that exists. That was definitely a reference that if anyone like liked Woody Woodpecker, they would be like,
what do you think this is? The embed chat? Supposed to be?
A walrus?
Correct.
Okay. That's not. Why is he flesh colored?
That's like a whole man.
That's like a human being. What the fuck is this fucking property? You'd think I would know more about Woody Woodpecker considering that like a hyperfixation of mine is like old animation. No.
Well, you like good old animation.
That's true. But like Woody Woodpecker isn't bad, I'm pretty sure. It's just like irrelevant, at least to us. That's been my understanding of it since the like beginning of time, is that it's been like irrelevant, not so much
like
that it's
a generational gap.
Yeah. Alright, my mother brought me food. There's a lady. I'm gonna get my food out.
He really was like, fuck them starving kids. I'm eating the rest of this by myself. I'm gonna contaminate it with all my bird feathers. The parks inspector is whatting today?
The parks inspector is whatting today? Yeah, what was that thing you said earlier about Springtrap?
I'm not bringing that up here. You're not gonna get me to confess to that, like, live on stream.
What was that earlier that you brought up about Springtrap?
I plead the fifth. I have the right to remain silent.
I always come.
I hate it here.
I don't think verbal recollection could even capture the humor of what I said anyway. Like, there's intricacies to that joke.
I think that the thing that is so funny about that, Kira, is that that has literally had to occur with my siblings multiple times, in where, specifically Lavender was about to say something and had to correct themselves, and I still gathered what they were gonna say, and I said, what do you mean? What do you mean?
I always come.
What do you mean?
I think it was like, I proceeded to repeat my very blatant correction and then proceeded to veer into the territory myself.
Still, you made it worse. You made it
like
worse.
A sharp left.
The fact that Woody Woodpecker just like floats is freaking me out a little bit. Like, why is he...
Yeah, he really is just hovering.
And it, like, freaks me out a little bit.
Like, you could have had him perching on her shoulder.
No, he's gotta float.
This.
Yeah, that was really well animated. They interacted very well in that sequence. Like, what am I gonna name this character? I know what her, like, personality is gonna be, but I don't know how I should name her. How am I gonna name any of these characters? Creme Brulee is named Creme Brulee because I thought it was cute. And Bugsy's named Bugsy because he's a cat full of bugs.
Finding out that Eric Bauza plays Woody Woodpecker upsets me a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, that graphically on those binoculars? Was really good. What do you mean state prison? That's a bird. What do you mean state prison? That's a bird.
Also, apparently, the director lady and, like, oh god.
Is it the walrus? Is that the fucking walrus? That's a human man!
I'm gonna throw up.
What are they? Why was that so much saliva? Why was it so wet? Why are they dentures? Why are they dentures? That's a human man. That's not a walrus. That's a human man. That's a human man with duck feet. That's a human man with duck feet.
Wow, I love Tusk. And that's the only time I'm ever gonna bring that movie up because I fucking hate that movie.
I love Tusk.
But like, I had to. I had to.
You're
not
right.
like what?
That's what's happening.
That's like, is that not like the basis of this fucking character design? This movie came out in 2024, and I feel like it came out 10 years too late.
This is like, remember the Yogi Bear movie?
You know
they
what
said, let's make the Yogi Bear movie. Yeah?
I was thinking more of like the second SpongeBob movie, where they really pushed like the live action CGI aspect of it, and then it turned out to be like the last like 10 minutes of the movie. Like, that was good.
Yeah. I was gonna say, isn't that movie like not even bad? I've only heard good things about that movie, unfortunately, and that pisses me off. Like, cause I've heard that it's just very
like,
absurdist.
I think that push surrounding the CGI, like, so much, a lot of people were very skeptical, and then as it turned out, it was like a lot of Steven Hillenburg's work, and it was mostly like 2D animated, and it was actually like written well because he was part of it. This game was just like and like the camp director lady are supposed to be like related, like not like in universe, that is.
What?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Like, this is the casting not like a little bit off for that? You know what's also really funny looking at this page for this movie is you see on review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, 17% of 6 critics reviews are positive with an average rating of 4.2 out of 10, and then at the bottom it says sequel, and all it says is, in an interview with John Rosenbaum, he stated that there might be a third film in the franchise.
I can't believe that Wilson Coney Bear made the Woody Woodpecker movies.
He
Oh,
would.
the love in the world! Sorry.
Please. When are we getting, like, Gooby, like, cameo?
Give me, sorry chat for pauses, I'm eating food. This is an art stream though, I don't know what you expected. Content? Me to actually be drawing? That's really funny.
Ooh, the writer's a goth girl.
The writer's a goth girl. There's also like a nerd who makes video games. What year is it? What year is it?
That's what I'm saying, like, this type of movie feels so out of, like, it feels like it's been displaced in time.
This is like the Fred movie? Where he goes to camp? When are we watching the Fred movies, Kira?
I don't know.
Add them to the list. Add them to the list, Kira. If I had to watch them as a child, so do you. Why is there just a villain bird? Is this a reoccurring character?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out character traits and like name for this lady while I'm eating my burger.
You know, the kind of wild thing about this is I feel like, okay, the walrus we can acknowledge is just inherent design. There's no saving that
hi,
one.
Farewell! Hi, sir! What's up?
Like, the models...
What's up? Hi! I'm just eating a burger, so you're not getting the drawing. If you want to see the more designs, I made more designs! I got a bunch of bugs! I'm making a bunch of bugs! I'm making a bunch of bugs! I'm gonna start making like actual references for the bugs. But there are a bunch of bugs and they work at a casino and it's called Bug Casino. That's it. That's the... Just cause I wanted to. This guy thought it was cool. I got like one character and I said, I'm gonna roll with this. And everyone has like a different role. And there's a bunch of bugs. What were you saying, Kira, about the model of this? Sorry, we're also watching movies in Discord right now. We're currently watching Woody Woodpecker Goes to Camp because the demons. But Kira, what did you say about the character's model? It's bad?
I was just gonna say, like, aside from this one, no, like, I feel like those would be decent if it wasn't like trying to impose it into live action,
right? If they just committed to the fact that they were
like, I feel like if this
animated
is
characters,
they'd do it.
Oh, there's a frog in there too. Yeah, there's a frog. There's a frog. I want to add some other like maybe like amphibians reptiles, birds, and maybe small mammals. I just can't think of any right now, and most of them would probably be like not exactly in Bug Casino itself, but in the world surrounding it. Also, Woody Woodpecker, wow, it's an old cartoon. Yeah, no, but they made like a movie for it a few years ago that's really bad, and then they made a sequel to that movie last year that's also really bad, and they're like live action, and like the characters, the anime characters are like three-dimensional, and like they're really bad. They're like not good movies. And so you might be like, why are you watching them? Because I love garbage content. I love garbage content!
So I realized that this vulture just has like a random naked patch on his neck.
Yeah.
I know that vultures.
But his head's not bald.
Like, I just think if you're gonna make the head feathered, you might as well just commit, okay? Nobody would fault you for it.
Is it? If anything, that's like reverse.
I think the reason
because
it looks weird,
because he's like a buzzard, and I think if anything, it's like reversed. Because usually their necks still have like a little bit on it. And he's not even like a
I think
like
the
a
other thing
buzzard.
is the reason it looks weird is because on like the original 2D model, like his head is visibly separated from his neck by like the beak, but like you don't get that on a 3D model, so it just kind of ends. You just cut. It just looks like you got shaved. But you are right, it should be like the other way around if you're gonna do that.
He's also like a criminal.
I think what we're...
Who escaped from state prison?
Same voice as Gontu, by the way. What's the actor's name? Kevin Michael Richardson?
Like the original Gontu? I say the original as if he's in the new movie. What's going on?
Yeah.
That's why Gontu's not in the
I mean, to be fair, that is an actor. I feel like all three of the actors, like voice actors for the main three characters, are like everywhere, so it's not that surprising. But it hurts. They got Tom Kenny's voicing that walrus, by the way.
Tom Kenny! Tom Kenny will be in fucking anything, though. To be fair, Tom Kenny will be in anything. Also, ad in 50 seconds. I'll eat more burger when the ad happens, as like a little pause. Woody's pecker can do anything. Like, what the fuck are you saying? What do you mean Woody can peck anything? Nobody says that! Nobody says that! I'm sorry. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm normal. hey.
You know, these conflicts that they come up with movies like this are so fucking dumb.
I love conflict that is, you can't hide from your bullies. You should stand up to them. Because that's always the single worst message that you can do. That's always like the single, like, most harmful fucking message you can do, because it's not a good message. Like, it's not even coming from a good place, you know? Like, it's not even coming from a good place. What are you talking about?
Someone who's never been bullied before.
It literally is. but like thinks that like the entire world is against them actually. Stick to virtual games, they're much safer. That was such a like subdued reaction. That wasn't cartoony enough of a reaction to getting covered in fire fire ants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The movie's becoming self-aware.
Yeah. We're all really okay with the talking animals existing.
Yeah.
Once again, very subdued reaction, I feel like. Don't piss me off. I'm sorry, is there a problem with him being a woodpecker?
Sometimes with trying to...
Yeah?
What?
I was saying that the buzzard was being racist.
Oh.
Oh.
I think sometimes the problem with trying to, like, adapt these, like, older properties into, like, a modern light is they don't... There's, like, a balance to be had, right? Between, like, modernizing it to be a little bit more suitable for, like, today's demographic, but, like, still staying true to the original elements. Because if you lean too far to the original elements and, like, you know, especially with super old properties, like, it's just gonna be boring. And then obviously we've seen examples where it's like you try to modernize it too much and it's just cringy. But, like, it's been done. It's literally been done. Looney Tunes, I feel like, is, like, the champion because it's been able to strike this balance for so many years.
And yet we still keep trying to fucking get rid of it!
Yeah.
Don't piss me off.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
Inflation! Inflation! In my movie?
I think it's also a lot to do with, like, the humor aspect of it as well. Being able to modernize the humor without being, like, super pop culture-y.
the humor doesn't. Hey, the humor can't just be. It can't just be. Person get hit by like simple thing. Afraid to tell you this. It can't just be person get hit by little like common household object.
And just having slack. And the thing is, even like classic Looney Tunes wasn't just relying on slapstick.
It wasn't. It was relying on Bugs Bunny being a fucking pride icon. Except for that one time.
You're right.
And that other time. And that other time. And you're like, what do you mean those other times? Those are the times when it was racist. But, you know, that's a given.
You know, if I had to guess who this voice was, like if I hadn't the media page, I would have
It would have been what? I'm sorry, you became a garbled fucking nonsense mess. Again? Repeat yourself, please.
John DiMaggio.
Oh, yeah. Why does he have like realistic bird skin? You hurt that man's feelings.
You hurt Grug's feelings.
You hurt Grug's feelings.
Also, I feel like one of the issues that these types of movies had, that the Sonic movies had, like, worked out a little better, is the balance between, like, the energies of the animated characters versus the energies of the people. Because more often than not, the people are just kind of there to be, like, set pieces.
Yeah.
They're not actual characters. This Maggie girl has no personality. Like, she's just there to kind of exist, like, role. He just threw a window.
It's just unfortunate because, yeah, after watching the Sonic movies, you're right. The Sonic movies do that really well in that they're, like, human characters are actually characters who are, like, important to the story and go through their own, like, character arcs and shit. Not including Eggman, because Eggman's, of course, going to have to, but, like, Tom and all them, actual characters who go through, like, character arcs.
Like, it's crazy just how important they actually become to his story. But, like, that's just how it should be. The window smashing effect is really funny. That window just, like, exploded.
You ever explode a window before? That is Tom. Oh my god. What's he doing here?
You know, you gotta give credit to the first Sonic movie for, like, not having this whole plot line of animated characters ruining live action characters' life.
Right? Like, Sonic got up to fucking shenanigans, but he was never, like, ruining homie's life.
I mean, Tom was being, like, hunted by the entire, like, CIA or whatever the fuck, but, like, he never put that on Sonic, especially because he understood Sonic's, like, a child.
Yeah, he said, oh, I'm gonna help this child who clearly needs help, even if it puts me in danger, and I am totally able to not help this child, but I'm going to help this child.
Yeah. Like, because I feel like more often than not what happens in these movies that makes the anime character so dislikable is, like, you know, like, even in the Sonic situation, you know, Tom does kind of get dragged into it against his will. Sonic does push him a little bit into the situation, but it's like, you know, Sonic's ultimately not at fault. Whereas I feel like in a lot of these movies, it's like, yeah, these characters are just utter dipshits. Like, they're fucking so incompetent, and they just cause problems on purpose. And then it's like you have this whole arc where it's like, well, now you gotta forgive him though, because he's just a little guy.
He got forgiven because he's just a little guy.
He can't be responsible for his
Woody
own
Woodpecker,
actions.
was designed from the get-go as to be a likable fucking character, for sure. That much I know. Homie was never likable.
Yeah. You're gonna upset your Brazilian audience.
My Brazilian audience, all like... I don't think I got any of them. I gotta be real with you. Maybe.
Why is this character shaved? Why does he have hands?
This is Tusk. This is what happened post-Tusk. Sorry! I know we said we weren't going to bring up that movie again because we hate it, and don't get me wrong, I fucking hate that movie. But...
Again, the modeling job on him is, like, actually not bad. It's just an inherent character design flaw. If that makes sense. The modeling can still be, like, okay, and the character design just suck.
Yeah, what are those sloppy joes made out of? I'm assuming roadkill because he's a buzzard?
That'd be crazy.
Maybe people do be eating roadkill. That's a thing that people do quite regularly. Can't imagine Woody Woodpecker being mean. Exactly! See? See? You don't like people. See? He doesn't like people.
Yeah.
Unlikely, unlikable. And he admitted to it.
Like, drink.
Camp plot lines like this are so bad, dude. I didn't know if you knew that.
They're at scraping the bottom of
There's
the barrel.
There's like nothing here.
No. This is a big nothing burger.
Big nothing burger.
Imagine having fucking summer camp drama. The worst summer camp drama I ever had was when I went to a fucking Christian camp and they were offering like snow cones or whatever on a summer's day, but because I wasn't dried off, they didn't give me one.
Which doesn't make any sense! Gonna try to escape the heat. Bye, sir! I should say farewell, sir! Thank you for dropping in!
Oh god, it looks especially bad if it's from a distance.
Does he have hands? What? This movie is not good.
You're only realizing this now?
The realization keeps hitting me. It keeps freaking me out.
I love this thing where we watch like a good movie and then we follow it up with a bad
Just
a
a
bad
which
one.
is a hot garbage. Which is a hot garbage.
You're dog shit. Steaming pile of poo. Everyone on this set got paid like $2 to be here.
And it's got like the music. The music is my favorite part. Because it's not good.
And see, this is where like the issue of like balancing the human characters comes into play now. Because like, what the fuck is like, what is good is Woody here?
No, but like, right?
Like this.
Oh, he does not
like,
look good
this
from a
part-
distance.
No, he really doesn't. I like this fucking shaky cam.
It's fart joke.
Oh my god,
The
fart
walrus
joke.
farted. Guys, the walrus. I like how this gets recorded. By the way, my favorite part of these is when, apathetic empathy, that's what I feel about this movie, except there's no empathy, it's just apathy. Give me a moment. I'm gonna eat other burger.
Like, you know, I just think you could take out the animated characters of this movie and it would be no different.
Why is that a bit with the buzzard where like he'll say something, but like he's like saying it like it's a metaphor or something, but he just says it regularly? Because he said the plan is going exactly to plan, and then he said Brazilian fire ants banned in every country except Brazil, and I think that's supposed to be a joke with his character.
Probably is.
I'm pissed.
Oh my god, what if it was like video games?
What if it was like video games? What in real life and they were video games and you said it was a video game and beep boop. Beep boop video game.
How progressive of them to have
yes.
a girl gamer.
Girl gamer!
Oh my god.
With the little
This is
graphics,
the-
power up!
POV, you have autism.
POV, you have autism, and they gamified the thing you needed to do.
That one clip from The Good Doctor.
It could be any part of that show. I don't know what clip we're talking about, but just The Good Doctor is funny.
Also, by the way, even if she analyzes this like a video game, that doesn't automatically give her, like, the athletic prowess to fucking get through this.
No, it's that autism strength, dude.
It's the autism.
What is this song that's playing? What? Yeah!
I always knew I was meant for this.
Okay, now I have to get...
He's just suddenly really fucking good.
This is gonna be the single most low-res picture that I can put up of this thing for... Oh wait, is this a higher res? Kind of. The YouTube thumbnail. Why is this one edited green? Why is this one radioactive? I guess maybe it's trying to make an example of the fact that they can be whatever color. Yeah, sound effect. Look at that ant.
Oh God,
Food Fight? When are we watching Food Fight?
You know what? It did cross my mind when I was looking at the list. I was like, hey, Dogman and Food Fight are like right next to each other, but I didn't want to put that energy out into the world at the time. I didn't want to talk you into watching Food Fight. Because I know you've been trying to get me to rewatch Food Fight, and I'm like, hey, Michael, live on stream. We have a rule about our list not to add Cats 2019, and I saw Cats 2019 snuck in there. I saw that.
When?
I don't know when you added that, but you clearly added that.
I feel like I added that a really, really long time ago, and I was waiting for you to notice, but it took so long for you to notice that I just, like, forgot. That's really funny.
We have like 3 banned things from our list.
We have any Rick and Morty season past season 3, Cats 2019,
yeah,
and then the Ghostbusters, with the girls, the women in it.
Yeah, not allowed.
Cause like I fell asleep during that one because I got pissed off from the jokes so early on in the movie that I exhausted myself.
We call it the incident.
Yeah, it's the incident.
And the incident is that Michael fell. And it'd be funny because I was like, I don't think I could get the dip, and he woke up immediately. And he was like, okay.
Did. I said, thank God you said it.
Oh my God, he's POV, you have autism! You have the math autism! Orson. Imagine naming your child Orson.
Like Orson Welles? Ah, French campaign is always been celebrated for his action. What is going on?
Is he having like a religious experience?
Hello? What was the bit?
again, just because you know how physics works doesn't automatically mean you have like the stamina and the strength to stay on that thing for 30 straight.
He's wrapping his potato in a diaper. He's wrapping his potato in a diaper. What the fuck do you mean he's wrapping his potato in a diaper?
I think this is cheating. I think if you're adding something to it to make it there, that's cheating. Oh my god, he got hit in the bird testicles. He got hit in the bird balls.
The bird balls. I almost asked with pure genuineness, do birds have balls? We barely learned about bird testicles in school. We learned a lot about bird ovaries though. Granted, to be fair, we did need to learn about how they create eggs and stuff. But yeah, I always forget that birds have balls.
Like
I'm normal.
Girls ran out of things to bully this Maggie character with. Just started being like, oh, you're only here because you're mom. It's fucking summer camp. You loser.
Can you stop cussing at children?
No.
You do that as a job, kind of.
That's crazy to say, out of context.
Bird nerd?
Bird. And become a furry.
Birds don't climb.
Starting. Oh.
By the way, bird. Why? Squawking. He's squawking.
He's becoming a furry. Is it a furry if it's a bird? Do they still fall under the jurisdiction of furries?
I think that's still a fucking furry, dude. I think avians are still furries.
He died. He died. I feel like you could edit out the birds for this movie.
You could. They haven't been relevant for a second. Don't make fun of him. He was stimming.
I was still thinking about near the end of the third Arthur movie and thinking again about the fact that yeah, they really did just take his two best friends that he supposedly developed an entire bond with, and they just straight up became irrelevant.
They became
when it mattered the most.
So irrelevant. Gonna go shit. Oh, hold on! Birds don't experience capsaicin.
Hold on. Where is it?
Where's what? Where's what?
There it is. I got it.
No! I didn't do. No! You know I'm right! I'm right! We kind of need a W here. Why was the line delivery like that?
She sounds so scared. She doesn't want to be here. I have a random flashback to a random flashback. Okay, like a context. I definitely like used to we're talking, and then my teachers were like, "Hey, can we get you to talk a little bit less?" And then I took that to heart, and I proceeded to not talk much at all.
Yeah.
And so the thing being, there's something I've told you about this before, Michael, where there's something about my demeanor specifically, where it's like people either think I'm like super approachable because I'm quiet, or like they're like afraid that I'm gonna like attack them.
Violence.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of them.
As someone who's been your friend for like 8-9 years now, I do know that the latter is true. But only once you're friends.
Like, but like, so that's just like laying down the context. Anyway, I have a memory from like elementary school that that's always stuck with me, of the fact that someone wrote like a murder mystery story like featuring our classmates in it, and I was the murderer in it.
Hey, that's crazy.
I know. I still think about it like all the time. I think it was really funny because I was not paying any fucking attention. Oh no.
In front of the children?
No, you don't need to go. You don't need to. You don't need to. You don't need to.
In front of the children.
He named it Gladys.
In front of the children.
Yeah, I was not paying any fucking attention at all while they were reading the story, so next thing I knew, basically it's like my name was getting brought up and I was like, what? Huh? And they're like, yeah, you were the serial killer in the story.
That's...
I was like, oh.
You're... Hey, bud. You got something you need to tell me about?
No.
I hate these colors. I hate these colors. I hate these colors. No, trash. I hate these colors. I hate these colors. Trash. I hate them. They're gone now. I'm so bad with colors. There's like a color scheme I want to go for, but I don't know how to execute it. I'm hungry.
Well, that's not their fault, dude. That's just the movie's writing's fault.
What does that mean?
I hate that delivery. That delivery was so fucking bad. She's so, like, the way that she's eating the pizza, she does not give a fuck at all. She doesn't give a single
Actually recorded during lunch at the studio.
It's like, hey, I know it's like last minute and we're like wrapping up it to go here, but like, could you just do this like one scene real quick? And she's like, fine, but it's like, as long as I get to continue eating my pizza. I guarantee whatever money they were making off of this movie, it was not nearly enough. why does the buzzard care so much about this?
Because
The summer trauma?
he needs a place to lay low. I think his motivation is he needs a place to lay low because he is escaped from prison, and so he said, "Hey, if you don't like tell anyone about me, I'll sabotage the other camp for you." I think that's what's going on. I think.
Like, they're really stretching.
Yeah, no, they are.
They're really stretching.
Camp what? Camp bye-bye? Camp what?
Bye-bye.
Thank you for explaining, Springtrap. I really just like take any advantage I can to use those.
I mean, I did spend like 40 days and nights making those. Fun fact, Michael held me at gunpoint and made me clip those for him.
Yes!
That's totally what happened.
Look at how poorly imposed into the scene they are.
Yeah. This looks like some shit that you would find on like YouTube. By like an amateur mater or like a film student. And that's not to be derogatory to those people. I'm just saying the standard should be for this movie.
The people who are making this are learning. This movie sucks ass. Thanks. Uh-huh. Nerd? You were doing it without him this entire time.
No, like, that's, like, kind of the whole issue that he had was that you were doing this without him.
Why are we seeing his ass? Why is this the sexy character of the film?
He's like, I don't necessarily care, but man, this is fucked up.
Man, this is fucked up. Is that a crime? Is that a crime that occurred? Damn, L. I love the smell of fort. I'm streaming. I'm streaming.
Yeah? Yeah.
I'm streaming.
You sure are?
Anyone I remember. And you are bright red. So you can sit. And I'll be. Come on. Why does this character get an arc, but the main characters don't?
I don't know.
I always feel bad for like the children who have to act in movies like this, cause like
Yeah.
you could have had, you know, a life, an acting career, fame,
Yeah.
fortune, but instead you were in the Woody Woodpecker movie on undisclosed streaming service.
I just love how many times they have to really stretch to like include these characters and make them feel relevant.
Yeah. They made a cancel joke. They made a canceling joke. In the year of our Lord 2024, they made a canceling joke.
Oh my
They made
God.
like a canceling joke about getting canceled for calling people weirdos in 2020 fucking 4. I thought we were past that. I thought we were past that.
We're never gonna be past that. Let's be fucking real.
I thought that we were past that as like a species.
No.
I thought anyone with like half a brain cell was past that as a species, which I guess at this fucking rate. Remember what Grug did for you? Remember what Grug did for you?
Grug did for you?
Remember what Grug did for you?
Grug died for our sins.
Grug died for your sins. Like individually
For
your
my
sins. Yeah.
Bryan Cranston like
Your sins individually. Kira, my heart can't take this. I have heart problems.
I am so mentally checked out. I don't know what's happening anymore.
And I have heart problems. And see, they're his team, and he loves them. And see, those are his friends.
Yeah. When am I making a cut, just like excluding as many of the bird scenes as I can? I wonder if you would still just get like a comprehensible film if I did that.
That's so
It's
many
gotta,
children.
Right? Oh my god.
There's so many children.
They did like my method of what I do during like third stage of Spore when I'm raiding other camps.
No, he did leave you.
No, he definitely did leave you, but like he is also in trouble.
He is also in trouble. It's both of those things are true. What, he didn't leave us? He's in trouble. No, it's definitely both. Ping me. Who's pinging me? Garrett's scrolling YouTube shorts right now.
Sorry, that buzzard just died.
He died?
And so has my attention span.
They killed him. Thank God. Good riddance.
I told you, I was like, I am so...
Don't you love watching movies that just like break you, like mentally? Like they fucking destroy you, they break you down. It's like a toxic relationship, except I'm actually quite literally getting nothing from it. Like I'm not, there's no body I'm getting, okay? I'm just getting the fucking film. I'm just getting beaten daily. What's going on? I fucking hate movies!
Over.
Oh my god, is this a song from a game I haven't played? Sure is! It's okay, I fought Nameless King though, guys. Cause I've played Elden Blelden.
Can someone turn the stove on right now? Wow, God forbid that the camp counselor not be like racist. Just because he's a buzzard.
Oh, he wanted the gold? I forgot they talked about that. He wanted the gold. This can't be real.
This is insane.
Oh wow, he was in that scene
also
good.
Really good line read. Hey, when are we watching Zoom?
Zoom?
The superhero
Oh
cat.
god! When are we watching Sky High?
Like the good, like just for Bruce Campbell though. Like it is actually like a good movie, but like we're watching it just for Bruce Campbell.
What is he doing there?
Just to see Bruce Campbell in his choice gym teacher outfit.
Gym teacher.
I thought the picture of that guy was nude, I'm not going to lie.
You thought he had his balls out?
I thought he was shirtless, like at least.
Ah, why are his eyes so big? I didn't like that.
Can we go back? I missed it.
I don't like that he looks like that.
Mm-hmm. He actually looks better.
And his eyes immediately get small again.
Yeah. Oh, get this. Bruce Campbell's character in Sky High's name is Tom Bumowski.
Those doors are very clearly paper that you put over those things. Like, those don't even look like superimposed in and animated. Those look like they took Halloween decorations and put them up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like, actually.
Ants.
Again, we have two
That
of
wouldn't
the
be metal.
tastiest people, and then she's apparently Maggie's most.
Well, I know when I've gone too far. I've frozen myself in time. An impossible brain with
I believe the term is urethra!
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
I wanted him to say the line first so that I could talk over him and I could say urethra.
Say the line, Bart.
Say the line, Bart!
Ever think how fucking Kurt Russell's in Sky High?
Think about it every day of my fucking life.
If we strap Woody to the
If we
extinguisher,
strap
is sure
Woody
a line.
to the extinguisher!
always be saying this.
What does alcohol look like when it's like in a glass? Probably like alcohol, I think.
Yeah.
These are like scene details, so I'm not putting work into them, but it's just letting you know that that she serves. I can't believe that they actually strapped the woodpecker to a...
I don't think they strapped him enough to that fire extinguisher, in my opinion.
I think it's actually good that they didn't strap him enough to it, because then he died a little bit right there. What is he what is going on?
Oh my god, that was really good. That was really good the way it went back up.
Yeah, it looks enough
Dramatic
like
orchestral music.
Dramatic orchestral
Oh
music.
my god, Hans Zimmer. I am going to shit my pants.
Why was your mic bass boosted through my fucking headset just then? That was crazy!
Why was that shot like a cryptid spotted video you'd find on YouTube?
I need to go back! I need to go back because I didn't even see it! Where is it? Did I miss it still?
Yeah, no. You gotta go further back. You gotta see when he's climbing up the rope.
You said Hans Zimmer and I died a little bit. Dad, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Why was he doing
the model
that?
isn't like getting farther away. The model stays the same size.
Grounded! Did you guys know that there's gonna be a Grounded 2? There's gonna be a Grounded 2! They're coming out with a second Grounded. I love Grounded. Grundy. I love Grounded so much. That's comfort game, okay? That's comfort game.
Can this treasure chest like lift off the ground and start lifting these children off the ground, please?
And they fly. Please. They are not fighting a helicopter!
Oh!
They lifted a child off
my
the
gosh,
ground!
she's getting kidnapped! Yes! That is gonna be such a statement to take out of context later. Oh, she's getting kidnapped! Yes!
Meanwhile, this whole time, I'm just drawing bugs, dude.
Yeah, you sure are drawing bugs.
I'm just drawing bugs. He did the woodpecker thing that woodpeckers do, where they peck on wood.
There is no way. Okay. I don't think no matter how muscular you are catching that without getting knocked over.
Oh yeah, no, you're dead.
Am I crazy for thinking that?
Dead. Woody Woodpecker is fucking dead. Rest in peace, Woody Woodpecker. Rest in peace to Gooby. Added to the fucking Hall of Shame. I love it here.
In memoriam.
In memoriam. Okay, I made the ant. Now I have to figure out what should her name be. I don't want it to be too obvious. I don't want to name her Honey or Nectar. I feel like that's too on the nose, you know?
I like how he's like despairing, and so his response to his despair is to start causing property damage.
Yeah. How did nobody pick up that statue and be like, this is way heavier than wood?
I mean, have you
Is the, oh my god,
have you
I hope
picked
that
up
the
wood
chest is a corpse. I
before?
hope that there's a corpse inside of the chest. It's actually a coffin. Oh, it's rocks.
Please, that'd be so fucking funny. So me having to choose my words very carefully again when referring to wood.
They're gonna die! They're gonna die in a helicopter crash!
Kira, you can't just...
Kira, you can't just be saying shit.
Oh my god! They've touched wood before.
Would Tholomew Woodpeckerton? That's what they call my penis.
I love
That
this,
feels
like,
very
shoehorned-
throwaway. That felt so throwaway.
Oh yeah, I had a bird friend that helped me.
Were you jealous?
He just wasn't as good as Grug had a... He could never be like Grug.
He'll never be Grug.
He can never be Grug. I love how awkward that was.
Why did that have to be
she did not
awkward?
want to be... She did not want to be near that man.
Why is he a walrus? Why are you a walrus? Kira, what do I name my aunt?
I don't know.
What do I name my aunt?
My brain's small. My brain's size of peanut.
What do I name my aunt?
Yelling at me is not gonna make me
What do I
come
name
up
my
with
aunt? What do I name my aunt?
That's a fucking stupid ass name.
That's Camp Woohoo!
That's the worst name I've ever heard.
Her name is Miriam!
Oh, Miriam's a good one.
Did I spell Miriam right?
It has one, I believe.
I have one.
Maybe you
Sorry,
could
I
have...
spelled it like Merriam-Webster. You know, the dictionary?
Yeah, you did.
I spelled it like Merriam-Webster, the dictionary. Which, I mean, Miriam with 2 R's is still completely valid. It's just not... I feel like that's a
common spelling.
that's
but
like
it's
a
whatever.
more antiquated spelling, so I will do it correctly.
You're not about common spelling anyway.
Hey, fuck you. I guess that wasn't even an insult. That was just quite literally the truth, and I still said fuck you.
Point and laugh. His name is spelled wrong.
My name is Michael! My name is Gross Michael. What if I spelled it like the Gross Michael in Balatro? He's dead? Yeah, why was he here again?
Yeah, they killed him.
Just to prove that
don't
he's
know.
nice? And like a
And I
good
don't
boy?
care.
He just had to prove that he was a good boy. Your voice again got bass boosted and it fucking hurt. What's going on with your microphone today? What's going on? That was so bad! That was so bad. I love movies. I love film. I think that it's a very good idea that we as a society decided to design film and make that a thing that was like a thing that like exists and like is real.
Yep. Yeah.
And we like said as like us as like society, we said what would be good for us to like put into the world, and it was movie. And it was filmmaking and television. Speaking of filmmaking and television, are you excited? Are Phineas and Ferb season 5? Watching that one summer altered my brain chemistry. Like, my brain chemistry has been altered since the summer that I watched that. I hope that we understand.
I can't get into that show anymore, unfortunately.
I think that it's really unfortunate and sad. We're not watching the Dawn of the Croods. Fucking Christ. I think that's really unfortunate and sad that you hate joy and whimsy, and you hate Phineas and Ferb.
I literally have trauma.
How dare you have I'm sorry.
That's my lashes.
Why'd you have to go quiet for so long? I was like, oh no! Oh no! But instead you're just like, but my little lashes. Oh my god. You're a comedy character, you know that? You're my best friend. Mwah. I can't get past his sketchbook. Very big.
Yeah.
Sketchbook. Taffy forgot the C in sketchbook, and at first it was just Taffy sketchbook. But she fixed it. Fixed it. Yeah, did you see? Taffy sketchbook. Sketchbook. I love writing in Taffy's handwriting. What? No one tell Taffy that there's a T in sketchbook? No, it's sketchbook. There would be a T in sketchbook. It's not sketchbook. It's sketchbook! I love Taffy. I love Taffy. I love her tenuous grasp on the English language.
Yeah. I like the lore with Taffy, where like she's got like this like a rough grasp on the language games with ease.
Repeat what you said, because you became garbled. You became garbled again.
Oh, I was saying it's funny how she's got like a rough grasp on like the English language, but she can play video games with ease.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very advanced baby.
With just a mouse. She doesn't play video games with a keyboard, she only plays it with a mouse. But she uses one of those gamer mice. But she doesn't have any fingers, so it doesn't even matter.
It's really funny.
This is canon. No, this is canon. Oh, well, that was Woody Woodpecker.
That sure was.
I drew an ant. I really like how her colors came out. This is what I was envisioning. I don't know what I was doing before. And I drew 3 more Bug Casino bugs, and how long has it been? Almost 4 hours, and that's what I have to show for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how fast do you think art is.
I used to be
like
able to draw.
average.
I can fucking speed run shit, dude. I could draw like 2 character refs in that time if I'm locked the fuck in and not getting my brain repeatedly lobotomized by the film I am watching, and also thinking about Grug. 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 Woof.
I'm still thinking about the fucking
About
scene,
Grug?
like where it's like where he's like, "Oh, I was thinking of calling it a hug," and you just be like,
A
"I was
Grug?
thinking of calling it a grub."
A Grug. I was thinking of calling it a Grug.
I just think it'd be really fun. Is that like solely the reason they named him Grug, you think?
It's just so that he could invent the hug. I fucking hope so. I fucking pray to God. God didn't exist yet in Grug time. Grug was God. Well, actually, technically, God would have existed, huh? But Jesus didn't, right? That how it works? I didn't read the Bible.
God existed in prehistoric
I
times.
don't think God existed in prehistoric times either. I think that's a new thing. Taurus Demon is playing right now. And I think that is a funny song to be playing while we're discussing God. Anyways, you should go to bed.
I just think that's one
it's
hell
late.
of a funny. Yeah, it's like 11:09.
Yeah, you should leave.
I'm definitely wiped.
You're what? You're fucking?
I'm wiped.
You're white?
No.
You're white?
You're white.
What? That's fucking rude! Sorry, I was listening to Taurus Demon from Dark Souls 1. Anyways, yeah, this should be where I end stream. I want to go rest a bit, maybe take another nap before I am forced by my siblings to be bad at Elden Ring Night Rain again tonight. Cause we keep playing it and I keep being really bad at it, and I'm really sad about it, and I'm scared. I don't want to play Night Rain. I don't want to play Night Rain, but I have to. I have to play Night Rain because God told me I had to. But yeah, we drew out Miriam, dinner lines and dinner colors, and this is when Butcher Vanity comes on. Fuck you! Fuck you! This is my jam, bro. And then we also designed a funny little spider, a disgusting beetle. This is also where like half the stream went, was me screaming at the fucking giant water bug and realizing that these are its arms, and then a fucking mosquito from the B movie. So I'll finish up this ref off stream. I'll just have, you know, some like details about her. Maybe like an accessory, wears a little pouch. Information about like, I might put like a little blurb of like about the bug. And then like about maybe like some of the other ants, because she's just one of many worker ants. It's just that she's a worker ant who has like relevance to the greater story of Bug Casino. You might be like, what's the greater story of Bug Casino? I don't know yet. Is it even gonna have a greater story, or is it just gonna be like things that happen in like a setting? And it's mostly that, but you know, it's Bug Casino. So I thank you guys very much for coming to the stream. Thank you, Kira, for watching movies with me. This is a fucking...
Thank you for having me.
This is a group of movies. Oh god, I still have that picture of Woody Woodpecker, but like he's fucked up. I like weird and like disgusting on on my clipboard right now. It's scaring me. Do you have anything that you would like to say to Char before you leave?
I don't make movies ever, actually.
Don't make movies ever, actually. Yeah, no, that's true. I agree that we should just stop.
We should stop. No more.
Should stop no more? No more God the pain. No more the pain. Because this is getting ridiculous. Only Grug. We should only make Grug film from now on.
We should only make Grug film.
Main character of every film should be Grug.
Just like every movie is made by Wilson Coney Bear.
Yeah, every movie is made by Wilson Coney Bear. Every movie has Grug in it. I remember when Grug played Gooby in Gooby by Wilson Coney Bear. That definitely happened. So yeah. I'm gonna start rating out now. I'm wrapping up stream.
Okay. I'm gonna dip out.
Bye!
Bye!
Bye! Alright, there goes Kira. Again, thank you guys so much for coming. I hope that you liked having a little peek in the Taffy sketchbook. We are going to raid out tonight. Even though this was a very quiet stream, it was still a nice stream. And I appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys. I smell bad. Let's see. We're gonna raid the Pharaoh, who's currently also doing art and is working on commissions. I didn't know that they did commissions, so we're gonna go say hi. I will see you guys over there. I'll be lurking for a little bit, but I'll probably end up going to bed. As always, take care of your guys selves after stream. Go eat a drink, eat a food, drink a food. Eat a poop, don't eat a poop, but go poop, okay? Drink a water, and like take care of yourselves and get up and stretch and stuff. I'll be lurking at Pharaoh's stream for a little bit, but then I got 5 hours. Just everything hurts. I'll give you more Bug Casino updates, and there will be more art streams over the course of this month while we get ready for Artfight. Exclamation AF in the chat. I forgot to talk about earlier, but that gives you my Artfight link. And then yeah, next stream is going to be tomorrow. It's set for 12 p.m. I don't know if that's true. Pacific time, that is. And it's gonna be Genshin Impact, volcano exploration, and the quest that's there with the little fucking Saurian guy. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't know how to end the stream.